Hi students, welcome to our physics class now. So in this class we are going to learn about solving of some numerical problems in the part 2 topic of refraction of light at plane surfaces. Refraction of light at plane surfaces. Part 2 numerical problems. So first one in the part 2. So already we solved some problems in this chapter as a part 1 in the previous video students. So now part 2. So the absolute refractive index of water absolute refractive index of water is 4 by 3. So what is the its critical angle we want to find? What is its critical angle we want to find, students? So this is the question. Solution for this one: absolute refractive index or simply refractive index. Absolute refractive index of water is a given. N is 4 by 3. So and we want to find critical angle C for this medium water. So we know that sin C is equals to 1 by N. So this formula already derived. So in the video of critical angle topic, students, you can watch and learn the derivation of sin C is equals to 1 by N or N is equals to 1 by sin C. Clearly explained the derivation of formula for critical angle. So now, so here N is a given. This implies sin C is equals to 1 by 4 by 3. So this implies sin C is equals to, it will be 3 by 4. That is sin C is equals to 3 by 4 means 0.75 students. 0.75. Then this implies sin C is equals to sine inverse of 0.75. Then C critical angle sine inverse of 0.75 we get. So this sine inverse of 0.75 is equal to 48.5 degrees. You can find this value from the logarithm books and logarithm table. So C is equals to 48.5 degrees, students. This is the solution. So for the critical angle of water having absolute refractive index of 4 by 3. So that's all. Next one, we go to next one. So you can take the screenshot this one to write in the classwork, students. So all these are important for 10th class students in the ray optic chapter and also for state syllabus and CBSE syllabus. Next one, if the refractive index of a glass with respect to water is a given, with respect to air is a given, so the refractive index of glass with respect to air is a given as 2. Then the critical angle of the glass air interface, then the critical angle of critical angle of glass air interface. So we want to find the critical angle, students. So now this is the interface which is separating the material medium glass and material medium air. That means optically rarer medium, optically denser medium. So now in this one, refractive index of the glass, so here refractive index value 2 is given. Now the incident ray is traveling like this. So here what is the critical angle we want to find? So refractive index solution for this one, answer to this question, students. Refractive index n value is given 2 and we want to find critical angle C. So we know that sin C is equals to 1 by n. This implies sin C is equals to 1 by 2, students. Then C is equals to sin inverse of 1 by 2. But you know sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equals to 30 degrees. You can find this one also from logarithm tables or trigonometry topics. So sin C is equals to 1 by n is the formula for critical angle, students. So you can learn the derivation of formula for critical angle from the previous videos. So clearly explained there. So now another problem, another numerical problem in the refraction of light at plane surfaces, students. Students, so you may take the solution for this problem on the board as a screenshot to copy in the notebook for examination purposes and for preparing purposes. So now next one, students. Next problem. A light ray is incident on air liquid interface at 45 degrees and refracted at 30 degrees. It is the third one. A light ray is entering. So in the description the problems will be given, students. In this video the problems only, so the problem will be shown in the description in this video, but here only we are explaining the solution for this one now. So it is a air and this is a liquid and this is the interface. Now here it is a point and here you can see this one is a normal N1 and normal N2. It is a optically rarer medium, optically denser medium. So this is the incident ray and angle of incidence is a given. So it is 45 degrees, students. It is given in the problem and refracted through. It is a refracted ray. This is given as 30 degrees. Then what is the refractive index of the liquid we want to find? So this liquid has a refractive index, we don't know n, so we want to calculate in the first case. And in the second case, for what angle of incidence will the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray be 90. So first case, after that what is the second case we go to? First case we are going to find refractive index of the liquid. So angle of incidence is a given, students. C is for I is equals to 45 degrees and angle of refraction is a given. Angle of refraction R is 30 degrees given. So we want to find a refractive index of the denser, optically denser medium liquid. So n is question mark. So but from Snell's law we can see, consider it is n2 is a n, that is we want to find, and here its refractive index is a 1. Its refractive index is 1. So you know the air refractive index value is 1.0003, means we take approximately equal to 1. So here n1 is 1 and n2 is n, that is we want to find n. So from Snell's law, so we know that n2 by n1 is equals to sin I by sin R, students. So this implies n2 means n, n1 means 1, that is sin I means 45 degrees and this is 30 degrees. So this implies n is equals to sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2, sin 30 degrees 1 by 2. This implies 1 by n is equals to 1 by root 2 into 2 by 1. So that is 2 by root 2, students. So to calculate exact value, now 2 by root 2, we are multiplying this one with root 2 and dividing with root 2. So we are multiplying this one with root 2 and dividing with root 2. So root 2 will be cancelled. Again we can get 2 by root 2, students. This implies n is equals to 2 into root 2, 2 root of 2, root 2 into root 2, that is square root of 2 into square root of 2, that is will be 2. So this implies n is equals to root 2 or n is equals to 1.414. This is the refractive index of the liquid, students. Now in the case 2, so it is a case 1. It is a case 1. Now in the case 2, what we want to find, we discuss and we solve now. Students, take this one as a screenshot to note in the notebook. So you can see the problem in the description for this. So third problem will be given clearly in the description. Only this is the solution, students. So now we go to second case in this problem, what we want to find. In the third one, it is the interface. So air and this is a liquid. Normals n1 and n2 from the point O. Now what we want to discuss in this third problem, in the second case, students. Second case, for what angle of incidence will the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray? It is the incident ray, and this is refracted ray, and you know the angle between these two is R and this one is I. But for what angle of incidence will the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray? It is refracted ray. Suppose it is reflected ray. So the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray is given 90 degrees. But to have 90 degrees between these two, what is the angle of incidence we want to find? But you know, from laws of reflection, it is R. It is also equal to I. Angle of reflection, which is equal to angle of incidence, but this is angle of refraction. So that is why here angle of refraction we take R, but angle of reflection we are not taking R because it is taken as I, because I is equal to I. If you take both R and R, we get confused, because it is angle of refraction and it is angle of reflection. So both are denoted by the same letter, means we get confusion. So which one is a reflection, which one is a refraction? That is why in the case of reflection we are taking I, and in the case of refraction we are taking R. So to have 90 degrees, so what is the angle of incidence to produce 90 degrees between refracted ray and reflected ray. So what is the angle of incidence we want to find? This is, so here to here, students, so this is a semicircle, so here total angle is 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Already we derived the refractive index of the liquid. N is given 1.414. So now solution in the second case, refractive index N value is already given 1.414. Now we want to find angle of incidence I value. So we want to find angle of incidence I. To produce the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray is 90 degrees. So from figure we can write R plus 90 plus I is equals to 180 degrees. Children, you can see, students, you can see here to here angle of refraction, here to here this is, so this is 90 degrees, and this is angle of incidence, which is equal to angle of reflection. So this plus this equal to 180 degrees. So R plus I plus 90 is equals to 180 degrees. This implies R plus I is equals to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, which is equal to 90 degrees. Then R is equals to 90 minus I. 90 minus I. It is equation 1. So now we using a Snell's formula. So we want to find the angle of incidence. The angle of incidence, so which is to produce the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray is 90 degrees, students. So to produce the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray 90 degrees, we want to calculate what is the angle of incidence. Again we use Snell's law formula. So using Snell's law formula we can find this, students. So you may take this one as a screenshot in the first stage of second case. So because the space is not enough. So you may take this one as a refractive index N2, students. It is a refractive index N2 and this is also N2. So now R is a 90 minus I. R is a 90 minus I. So now continuation of this, students. So N2 value is already calculated 1.414 and refractive index of air is approximately 1. And also from Snell's law, we can write N2 by N1 is equals to sin I by sin R, students. So this implies 1.414 by 1 is equals to sin I, and R value sin of 90 minus I, students. So see sin R. R is nothing but 90 minus I. 90 minus I. So sin of 90 minus I, that is sin of 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta. This is the formula. So similarly, so 1.414 is equals to sin I by, so from this formula it can be written as sin of 90 minus I is equals to cos I. So this implies 1.414 is equals to sin by cos tan I. So then I is equals to tan inverse of 1.414. So tan inverse of 1.414 students. So from the logarithm books, so tan inverse, in the inverse functions of tan 1.414 will be equal to 54.7 degrees. 54.7 degrees. So for this angle of incidence, the angle between reflected ray and refracted ray will be 90 degrees. So to produce angle between reflected ray and refracted ray 90 degrees, the angle of incidence must be 54.7 degrees, students. So you may take that one as a screenshot. So that's all. So numerical topics in the part 2 and part 1 of refraction of light at plane surfaces. So most useful for state syllabus of physics and 10th class, and also CBSE syllabus, ICSE syllabus of 10th class physics, and also in ray optics for +1 and for ray optics for +2 students in CBSE and state. So that's all. Thank you, students.